Hello everybody, this is Vincent from Fishnetics, and this is our March Lucky Tackle Box Bass XL unboxing, special St. Patrick's Day edition. I actually got this 2 days ago. I've been kind of lazy in the unboxing. So, opening up this month's box, we as usual have the Fish Hound magazine. Inside of it, it covers 2 of the different baits inside. We get a Lunker Hunter sticker, and here's what's in the box. We have the Hammerhead crankbait, a surprise item, Lucky Strike assorted bait, a Flat Wild, it's a soft bait, some more hooks, and in the Bass XL side we have Lunker Hunter, this new bait called Link, and then finally Z-Man, it's a chatter bait, but it's patterned like a frog, so it's called the chatter frog. So let's go through the stuff. Oh, and as usual, we have the golden ticket. I went to attend this last month. They had some technical difficulties, and the thing unfortunately got canceled. Without further ado, let's start at the top of the list and go with the Monster Bass, the Hammerhead crankbait. So here it is. It's a nice little square bill. It's got a really cool pattern. Now I'm going to hold this up to the camera. Hopefully you can see the scales effect in the paint job. This is actually pretty unique on it. Each one of those scales is actually like an indented, looks like a hexagon, and that creates kind of the scaly effect. However, each one of those scales with the paint coat, it's got a nice sheen to it. I think it's actually going to somewhat reflect in the water when it's sunny out. Love the paint job on it. Can never have enough square bills because I throw these a ton in the spring especially, so this is a really cool bait. The next one is my surprise item. My surprise item is the Troy Monroy Wobblehead. We got this a few months ago, included in the Lucky Tackle box. I've never used one of these before, so right now I'm kind of meh. We'll see once I give them a try this summer. I may end up really liking my other Wobblehead, and so that'll be nice to have too. My assorted bait, it's from Lucky Strike. These looks like green pumpkin with red flake, 4-inch more finesse twirl tail. They call them twirl tail worms. Although they don't look exactly twirly. They're straight stick tail worms. Honestly, this is pretty cool. I don't normally use this size, but it's a really nice size actually for drop shotting. Or when the fish are being really finicky, like after a cold front. My buddy Sean, who also gets Lucky Tackle box, he just gets the normal box. He did not get these. He got something completely different. And he did not get the Wobblehead. He got, I believe it was another crankbait, and it was a pretty good one too. So, moving on to, this is a new bait for this year. It's the Flat Wild 4-inch from VM. It's their wild thing. So I'm going to go ahead and open one of these up because I've been dying to see what these actually look like. Alright, barring some serious difficulties, I'm finally able to get in, and let's take a look at them. So these are green, obviously green pumpkin colored. Oh, these are actually pretty nice. So as you can see, it's got 2 flappers. These are just more there to look like claws sticking out. They don't have like any air pockets or anything in them. So it looks like they're just there to stick out and look like claws. The body is pretty interesting. I don't know if you can see that unique. It's got kind of a unique ridge effect, and then it's got these ridges down the side as well. So it's got ridges going down the long way right here in the middle. And then the side, honestly, I think it's going to give it a really cool effect in the water. This looks like a really, really good punching bait. Something I can just punch through the thick vegetation. So that's another technique I'm going to be working on this summer. Okay, and now we also have 2 Daiichi Fat Gap Black nickel hooks. These are awesome. Daiichi hooks are incredibly sharp, incredibly durable. This is actually a 3/0 size, which is just a good all-around soft plastic rigging size. I'm pretty happy with these. Okay, now into the Bass XL stuff. First is the Lunker Hunter. It's called the Link. If you can see that, this is essentially two walking baits that are connected by, it looks like these two wired connectors, and from what I read, they actually go all the way through the baits, so it should be pretty tough. And you go out and you walk the dog, and instead of having one bait skittering, you have two. Or if you reel it in, from what I read online about it, you can kind of see that it'll kind of look like a snake. As a matter of fact, one of the other colors looks just like a snake. As always with all the Lunker Hunter ones, I hope you can see that. It's got a really, really good paint job. Looks just like about a 3-4 inch minnow. That said, I'm a little bit skeptical. We'll give it a try this summer and I'll report back how it works. I got a buddy who wants to trade for it already because he really likes walking the dog. So we will see. One of the things, if you notice, the hook setup. So it's got one hook way up here at the front, and then it's got two way at the back. So most fish are going to come up from the back and attack it. I'm kind of glad to see they didn't go overboard with the hooks. When I heard I was getting this, I was picturing something, you know, like 4 or 5 sets of treble hooks on it, which you're just asking for trouble when you're landing a fish. So the other thing I'm concerned about with the Lunker Hunter is due to the length of the bait. I mean, it's a good 7-8 inch long bait. It might be difficult to cast, particularly in the wind. And hopefully, I don't know, because let's actually pull it out of the package. I'm a little bit concerned if the bait would like double back over on itself during cast, and you might end up hooking the bait or hooking the line. So let's take a look. So, well, it looks like there's some chance to hook up, but not much because it doesn't come back all the way. All right, you can see these better. It's got a really, really good paint job. So we'll see. It's got a good weight to it. Ooh. And there's a rattle to it. So, I don't know. I think this might be a really good pre-spawn bait, so we'll be giving it a try within the next month or so. And the final bait is the Z-Man Original Chatter Frog. Boom. So I started using chatter baits last year. They're pretty awesome. They give out a ton of vibration in the water. They're pretty darn near weedless. You can fish them many, many places where you can throw, would normally throw spinner bait, but it's something different. A lot of these fish have not seen it before. This one, due to the pattern and stuff, and also the legs, I don't know if you can see those, they look like little frog legs that can be behind it, is designed to be just under the surface, look like a frog fleeing. They give out a ton of vibration. If you have one with the flash, they give out a decent amount of flash too, but chatterbaits are pretty awesome for fishing anything under 6 foot of water and going through some pretty thick cover. So this will be a really fun bait to try again this summer. So that is the March Lucky Tackle Box Bass XL box. If you liked the video, please go ahead and like the video or subscribe to it if you're watching this on YouTube. And we'll be back next month with the next unboxing video as well. One other thing, fishing season, open water fishing season is starting here in Wisconsin very, very soon. I'm hoping to get my boat out of storage within the next week or so and hit the spring walleye run. You're going to see a lot more fishing videos from me moving forward. I do ice fish during the winter. I'm still fairly noob at it. So I'm learning my way through it. Open water fishing, that is what I truly love to do. I love nothing more than being on the water, doing first cast right before the dawn and seeing the dawn come up and a fish crushing a top water. That is the perfect way to start a day. I'm looking forward to those days ahead.